Coming up on this edition of Bearkat Student Media News, Gibbs Ranch has received some upgrades. See what these updates mean for your rodeo going experience.
Also, yellow hard hats will soon become a familiar sight to Sam Houston students. Hear about what the university is calling its master plan.
Live from the Dan Rather Communications Building on the campus of Sam Houston State University, this is Channel 7 News.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Thomas Chambers.
And I'm Jessica Maldonado. Welcome to Bearkat Student Media News.
You may want to get used to the sounds of construction around campus.
Bearkat Student Media's Melly Valencia tells us about SHSU's new master plan and how it may affect you.
With the recent surge in enrollment at Sam Houston State, a team of university leaders developed the 2023 Master Plan. The plan details future renovations that will take place on all three campuses. These plans aim to make SHSU a more compact, walkable campus, accommodate growing academic programs, and provide students with more campus amenities.
We really focused on accessibility, we focused on welcoming spaces, we focused on creating neighborhoods and communities.
Here at the Huntsville campus, big changes are already taking place. Residence Hall Jackson Shaver is undergoing renovations and is set to reopen next fall. The new tennis facility is also underway. We have already seen changes on campus, including the new recreational sports addition in early fall 2023. But with the SHSU Master Plan, there is more to come.
We have several buildings slated for renovation. We've got the Teacher Education Center and the Criminal Justice Building that are set to be renovated in the master plan. The stadium remodel is in this one. The new hotel is in this one. And so each one of those will just kind of fall into line and we'll move through them.
I'm standing here at Academic Building 3, where Amanda Withers tells me that there's going to be grand changes happening here soon.
That building will be demolished and we will build an active learning building that will be multidiscipline, and it will have just different classrooms that have the functionality where the professors can shift and change the classroom to reflect the modality that they're teaching in.
The master plan is predicted to be completed in about 8 years, but you will start to see small changes happening all around campus. From the growing campus of Sam Houston State, Melly Valencia, Bearkat Student Media.
Gibbs Ranch at SHSU recently got an upgrade. The new additions include 2 new greenhouses, a learning center, and multiple laboratories. All of these resources will give students opportunities to learn in a more hands-on environment.
The highlight of the new facilities at the ranch is the multi-agricultural complex, which will also act as SHSU's rodeo arena. The arena is the first of these facilities to be put to use, with the rodeo team training there. The SHSU rodeo team will be using the new arena to its full potential for their inaugural rodeo.
I'm going to tell you, if you've never been to an action-packed rodeo, you're going to find it here at Sam Houston State. We're going to have the big screens. We have hired the best contractors that PRC has to offer. The PRC Announcer of the Year, Clown Act of the Year, the entertainment that we're bringing in, as well as the top-ranked college rodeo athletes from our region are coming. So it's going to be an action-packed, great weekend.
The rodeo will be held on November 10th and 11th. Those wanting tickets can buy them at the gates on the day of the event. You can soon take your studies to outer space.
One of the university's newest projects will allow students to find themselves lost among the stars.
Bearkat Student Media's Enrique Paz tells us more.
A donation has been made to the Department of Physics and Astronomy for the construction of a facility, one that bridges the gap between Huntsville and outer space. The Domin Observatory, located near Highway 19, is being built with state-of-the-art features. If you've ever dreamed about exploring the depths of the universe, this just might make that dream a reality. This donation was made by Barbara Domini, wife of Samuel Domini. Her late husband, a former SHSU physics student, reinvented the astronomy lab. This pays as a tribute to his work.
I'm just beyond words on the time, the investment, the large number of people within Sam Houston State that's coming together to kind of help us.
During the groundbreaking ceremony last March, the financial gift was announced along with plans to replace the school's previous dome.
The concrete was poured maybe a couple of months later during the summer, and it was a lot of waiting.
Pro Coach has spent many afternoons overseeing progress.
The construction itself, the frame, the steel went up very quickly. I mean, maybe a third week of July, and the whole building just appeared.
The telescope itself is over $200,000. It'll even have a remote control feature built in for those far away.
I was like stupid excited when I came out and it was sitting over there on the ground. I'm like, oh my God, it's finally here. It's like I've heard stories about this, been dreaming about it for many, many years.
The site will offer a retractable roof, amphitheater, exhibits, and handicap accessibility.
We're hoping to maybe turn this into a bit of a science, bit of a STEM center, this being the beginning of that. There's been talk of turning this into an astronomy park.
Students look forward to this contribution to their education and possibly a new spot to hang out.
I think it's really good for like hands-on to like actually physically see like what's in our galaxy, like, you know, in a building.
Rhodes wishes to visit and see the worlds above for herself.
I definitely do plan on going to the observatory to like really like see what's going on there.
Though progress is delayed, staff aspire to have this run full time for field trips.
Not a question of if, it's just a question of when.
The opening date will be during this fall semester. Reporting from the Domin Observatory in Huntsville, Texas, Enrique Paz, Bearkat Student Media.
Bearcats looking for a crib showed up to Frank Parker Plaza for the biannual housing fair. Residence Life hosted the Cribs for Cats event where SHSU students got a chance to participate by visiting with various housing options. Off-campus apartments were set up advertising affordable rates and what could be your dream home.
They made sure to give out free swag and information about future housing opportunities, including discounted rent. Many students left the fair with an idea of where they'll be living for the upcoming school year.
Today we're hosting Cribs for Cats, which is an off-campus housing fair for students that are looking for off-campus housing.
The SHSU Residence Life office hosts this event to ease the transition from dorm living to apartment living.
After the event on campus, each apartment complex hosts an open house for students to go tour and score even better deals. The various apartment complexes are sure to have something for everyone. Coming up, a new campus organization is encouraging different way of looking at self-image.
Find out what FAT, spelled P-H-A-T, has to say about the body.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Third-generation Bearkat Tacey Webb roped her way to a national championship through her hard work and fearless dedication. Trading her saddle for nursing scrubs, Tacey set her sights in another arena, a place where she can champion the needs of others. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Tacey reach their championship potential. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education.
You're watching Bearkat Student Media News, a production of the Mass Communications Department at Sam Houston State University, only right here on Channel 7.
A new SHSU organization reclaims the word FAT, but it's spelled P-H-A-T. It stands for Pretty, Hot, and Thick. The new inclusive organization on campus promotes self-love and being comfortable in your own skin, regardless of your size. Meetings are held every Wednesday at 6 p.m. and consist of icebreakers, games, and open discussions about certain topics involving self-worth.
President and founder Casey Rowe envisions FAT to be more than just a dance team and club, but a brand that creates a safe haven for plus-size students. Check out FAT on their Instagram and Twitter pages and their newly launched clothing line. Several students want to hear the Word of God in a positive environment on campus.
Bearkat Student Media's Harry Landry tells us about a certain Christian fellowship group and what to expect if you attend a gathering.
The Chi Alpha Christian Fellowship Group is making its mark on campus by reaching out to more students.
Our goal is to be able to bring students to know Jesus and to be reconciled for Him.
And how long have y'all been on campus?
Our org, or at least our Our specific one here at Sam Houston has been around since roughly the mid-90s.
Here at Sam Houston, the group has grown larger as they reach out to students about joining the services on campus and being able to enjoy a positive environment.
Service that is at 7 p.m. on Thursday nights, and usually it is at the CJ Auditorium unless otherwise specified. There's also different small groups Bible studies that we have.
After what they say are many great fellowship sessions, they're hoping even more SHSU students will attend the meetings and outbreak groups. They say the fellowship will put students in a more positive space in life. From the campus of Sam Houston State University, Harry Landry, Bearkat Student Media.
Recently, students gathered for prayer by the clock tower. SHSU student Jonah Harrison, who was in Israel just 2 months ago, led a prayer for the people of Israel and Palestine. Anyone who is affected by the recent tragedies between Israel and Palestine were encouraged to join and say a prayer for all the lives lost.
Just no one on either side deserves to be in this situation at all. And I kind of feel helpless. As a believer, I believe that prayer works, and I'm, across the world, and so I can't do anything super tangible, but what I can do is pray, and that's what I wanted to do here with the people that showed up.
Harrison plans to continue to lead prayers for the human crisis at hand and is currently in talks with Hillel International to create advocacy for the Jewish community at SHSU.
Still ahead, find out how original content made right here in Huntsville will be coming to a, quote, TV near you.
A new website plans to showcase student works.
It'll warm up a bit over the weekend, but can we expect to see rain? I'm forecaster Ava Herrera, and we'll have your full weather picture right after the break.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Good afternoon, Huntsville and SHSU students. I'm Ava Herrera here with your local forecast. It's a chilly 55 degrees here in Huntsville today with bright and sunny skies all day, a little bit windy with winds at 7 miles an hour. Our humidity is at 39% and we've got a feels like temperature of 54, so I hope you're wearing your jackets. Looking around the region, we've got temperatures in the mid to high 50s all throughout. Centerville's at 55 degrees. Our neighbors over in College Station have a temperature of 57. Groveton is also at 55 degrees. Livingston and Conroe check in at 58. And finally, Hardin with the highest temp of the day at 59. Statewide, El Paso seeing a temperature of 59 degrees with sunny skies, 55 in Lubbock, while Dallas checks in at 50 degrees. San Antonio sits at a mild 59, and finally it's a bit warmer down in Brownsville at 69 degrees. Around the nation, it's 51 degrees in New York, 44 in Chicago, and 85 down in Miami. Denver's pretty chilly, 38 degrees, and lastly in LA it's 86 degrees. Finally, Texas is not the warmest state on our map. Tomorrow we'll wake up bright and early to the sunrise at 7:37 a.m. with a temperature of 37 degrees here in Huntsville. We'll have some sunny skies and some more wind from the east-southeast at 6 miles an hour. Humidity will be mild at 43%. Checking out what the next 5 days will look like here in Huntsville. Sadly, we can't expect our temperatures to slowly warm up towards the end of this week. Tomorrow the high is 65 with a low of 47. Friday has a high of 73 and a low of 52. This weekend will be partly cloudy with highs in the mid-70s to 80. Perfect pumpkin patch weather. And finally, Monday has a high of 82 and a low of 65 with a slight chance of rain. That's all from Bearkat Student Media Weather Center. I'm Ava Herrera. Hope you'll have a great rest of your week and stay warm.
Students at Sam Houston State University now have another place to air their video projects. Veer Inc. and SHSU professor Martin Gaston has teamed up to create a new local channel in Huntsville. Huntsville TV was created to give students a space to air any projects they've been working on.
Huntsville Television is something we put together to give a platform to the students and to the community as a whole. Huntsville is just looking for a mass media operation, and I tried to use my abilities in a way that would help the students, and that kind of came together as what we now know as Huntsville TV.
Huntsville TV's content will include short films, news, community events, and local sports. Huntsville TV will also be broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and its website, huntsvilletx.tv.
Did somebody yell bingo? The Boys and Girls Club of Walker County hosted its annual Oktoberfest bingo, along with its live and silent auction. Some of the prizes donated included a cakewalk, a spa bundle, a hand-carved rocking horse from Kiwanis Club valued at $300, and autographed sports memorabilia.
The event also featured a bar with a German Bratfest dinner catered by Farmhouse. Tickets at the door were $65 per person, and all proceeds support the Boys and Girls Club of Walker County after school youth programs.
And it's another tough day at the office for the Bearkat football team last Wednesday. I'm Bearkat Student Media sportscaster Zuleika Nasser, and I have all your action on the field and the court coming up after the break.
As a boy, Lorenzo Baez's playground was the streets. When his grandfather suffered a heart attack, one nurse's act of kindness changed his life. Today, he is the first in his family to graduate college, and he's not done yet. He's on his way to becoming a doctor. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Lorenzo defy the odds. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education. Hey Bearcats, take your membership on the go by downloading the Sam Houston State University Alumni Cat app today. Not a member yet? Join the Sam Houston Alumni Association or renew in seconds to enjoy exclusive national benefits on dining, entertainment, and much more. Now that you're in, take some time to explore your exclusive member benefits. Read the latest edition of Heritage Magazine or find an alumni event near you. Click on our travel tile to sign up and explore the globe with our traveling Bearcats, or stay connected to alumni in your area as you take your membership everywhere. Come hang out with the Alumni Association as we tailgate some of the biggest games of the year by showing your alumni member card that is now in the palm of your hand. Download the SHSU Alumni Cat app today in the iTunes or Google Play Store, or visit shsu.edu/cat app. Eat 'em up, cats!
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Zuleika Nasser with your Bearkat Student Media Sports. The Bearkat football team is still searching for its first win of the season. The Cats started the game off strong against UTEP, taking the lead on the second possession when running back John Gentry was able to tiptoe down the left sideline for a 26-yard touchdown. UTEP tried to match the Cats but failed. The Cats went into halftime with an 8-point lead, which they managed to keep through the third quarter. The Miners tied up the game with 11 minutes, 25 seconds left, and then took the lead 34-27. The Cats intercepted a pass, allowing wide receiver Simeon Evans to throw a 23-yard pass to Malik Phillips, setting up Noah Smith for a 4-yard scoring run to tie the game, 34-34. The Miners avoided overtime by kicking the game-winning field goal with 3 seconds left, leaving Sam Houston 0-8 overall and 0-5 in conference play. The Lady Bearcats served but could not manage to dig out the win against Liberty over the weekend on the volleyball court. Sam Houston started the fight strong at Johnson Coliseum, taking the first set 25-20 with very strong teamwork, but they couldn't keep the wins going. The Flames took late leads in the next 3 sets, winning all 3 and the match 3-1. The defeats spilled over into Saturday, which saw the same results as Friday. Bearcats took the first set but couldn't keep the fire. They lost again to Liberty 3-1. The Bearcats are 7-18 overall and 1-12 in Conference USA. Sam Houston State just clinched its first ever spot in the Conference USA Women's Soccer Tournament. The Bearcats took on the FIU Panthers today, Wednesday. Sam Houston is competing in the quarterfinal round of its first ever Conference USA Tournament. The Lady Bearcats come in with an overall record of 5-6-4.
It's been just a great year, just being able to start off with a win and being in situations where we've had to be down 2 goals and come back in the very first match. Just seeing how the players dealt with that from game one. And, you know, as we progress, I think we've gotten so much stronger just from as a group, right? 50% of the team is basically new. And, you know, I know it took some time for us to come together, but very happy with, you know, just the overall commitment, you know, the results that we've been able to earn, and, you know, just really going into this tournament really strong. So, you know, I know our seniors, we had senior day just recently, and I know it's been a special season for them as well, especially leading and getting into the tournament.
With a win, Sam Houston will play the #1 seed New Mexico State on Friday. A lot of excitement on the field and on the court in the upcoming weeks. I'm Zuleika Nasser, and that's a wrap on sports.
Thanks, Zuleika. Let's hope for that win this weekend. Halloween happens to be the birthday of the namesake of the building we broadcast from. Dan Rather turned 92 Tuesday. The Mass Communication Building at Sam Houston State is named after the former 60 Minutes correspondent and CBS Evening News anchor.
Of course, Rather is an alumni of the university. Rather last anchored the CBS Evening News in 2005, but still remains active on X, formerly known as Twitter, and also writes a newsletter on Substack. Happy birthday, Dan. May you be with us another 92 years. That'll do it for us this week at Bearkat Student Media News. I'm Thomas Chambers.
And I'm Jessica Maldonado. We'll see you back here next week.